Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer LB4350-400-604 4-inch by 3 3/4 single acting full mortise residential weight bearing, lube bearing they call it, zinc plated dichromate sealed. So this, the LB4350, is appropriate for Peachtree brand doors and frames. The 4 by 3 3/4 means that it's 4-inch tall, as you can see, 3 3/4 wide. That's always, the width is always the second dimension on a hinge. Okay, the 604 is a it's called a zinc coating dichromate sealed, which gives it this quasi-brass finish to it. This sort of hinge would be very appropriate for exterior use. The dichromate sealing over the zinc is a great inhibitive sort of finish to apply to a hinge that would be exposed to the exterior. The LB4350 inherently means Peachtree. It's for that brand of doors and frames. There is a video on this same page called How to Determine the Appropriate Spring Hinge. By all means, review that. If you're not sure if you have Peachtree, it will help you determine that. 96 thousandths of an inch leaf thickness, which would be standard for a lot of residential applications. You can see the swag on the hinges, making it a full mortise hinge. Okay. There's a guide below indicating how many spring hinges you should use based on the weight of the door, up to 3070 doors in any regard. 85-pound doors use 2 spring hinges, up to 110 use 3. I'm a fan of all spring hinges, not because I like selling more spring hinges as much as I like hinges. I like hardware not being abused. So if your door is borderline, go all spring hinges, because then you'll require each spring to do, that much less work. If you over torque the spring to get the door to close, it will it can break. And the hinge is irreparable at that point. There's a link to the template below this video showing all the dimensions for all the holes, okay, which would be helpful if you want to double check. Installation instructions, very straightforward. They're also on the back of the box. Okay, really important that they're followed, because you insert the tension rod, which is included. Okay. Rotate the spring clockwise, and then you'll insert, you see there are 2 small pins there on the bottom. Trying to get the camera to focus on that, not really. There's 2 small pins here, because there are 2 hinges in this order. You only need 1 pin per hinge, and you'll insert that into a hole. You can crank it over, move your pin over, and put it back in the hole. You can see there. Screws are included. All wood screws, all metal screws are included for the package as well. You can buy them in any quantity. You can mix and match spring hinges with their with their standard hinges. They will, the axis of pivoting will all line up for you, so you won't have a problem with that. And Bommer has a full complement of spring hinges for, I think, basically every manufacturer of doors out there. I've not been asked for one that Bommer did not have a model for. So if you have any questions on the Bommer LB4350-400-604 single acting 4 by 3 3/4 spring hinge for Peachtree in a zinc dichromate sealed hinge, if you have any questions on that hinge or any other Bommer product, please feel free to reach out to us. You might be able to see there right above their logo says Made in USA. A fact that Bommer is quite proud of, as am I to represent them. Any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.